Hey everyone, it's Leilani from Covalent. Welcome back to another GoldRush kit video. So today we're going to be building this, which is our newest DEX dashboard template. So you can play around with this to see metrics like the liquidity and volume, top tokens, and top pools on any supported DEX on any supported chain. So today we're going to be forking this template and then deploying it to Vercel so we have our own live site. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to follow along, let's get started. Okay, so the first place you're going to go is the GoldRush Kit GitHub repo. This is where you'll find all things GoldRush. You can see installation instructions, you can run the storybook and play around with it, or you can focus on templates like we're doing today. So we do have some other tutorials as well on using the NFT gallery and the portfolio templates, but today we're looking at the Uniswap DEX template. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. And now this is going to take you to the template repo where you can fork this, which is what we're going to be doing. And there's also some instructions on here. I should mention there's also a written guide here on our docs site under Unified API Guides. And this just tells you exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. So it's like really quick, under 10 steps. And if you want a written guide to follow along with, you can go find that as well. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to click fork up here in the top right corner, and you can see it's going to fork it to my personal account. I'm not going to change the repo name, and I'm not going to really do anything other than click create fork. Okay, now I can see up here it says my username, GoldRush Uniswap DEX dashboard. That's exactly what I want. And everything's copied over here, so it should look the exact same. There is this one-click deploy button here, so pay attention to that because once we do some stuff on our computer, we're going to come back and hit deploy in order to create our own live site. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on this code button and copy this URL. Then I'm going to open up a terminal and I'm going to do git clone and paste the URL. So yours will look exactly the same, but it'll be your username here instead of mine. Perfect. Okay. Now, this project or this repo is called GoldRush Uniswap DEX dashboard. So I'm going to change directory into that, which is now on my computer. It's a long name. There we go. Now I'm just going to install dependencies. So I'm just going to do npm install. Okay, now the next part here is to add your API key so that you can authenticate the requests that the template's going to be making. You can do this all in Terminal, but I'm going to open it up in Visual Studio Code, VS Code, just so we can like see what it looks like. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to click Open because I've already downloaded this folder, and then I'm going to click in here, find Uniswap DEX dashboard, the one that we cloned, and I'm just going to click Open. Okay, so now in the Explorer, I can see all of the actual files here. This is where if you're going to customize this template, you can also make your changes. So you can change things in the layout or the page. You can change things in the config like the title of the template, the description. And yeah, this is where if you're a developer and you want to totally personalize this, go in and play around and then you can push your changes to the live site. I'm not going to make any changes right now because this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to deploy it. So the only thing I need to do is add my API key. So I'm going to go into the root of the project, add a new file, .env.local. And then you're going to add your API key in here, and from the instructions, you want to name it like this. So you want it to be next public covalent API key, and then that's where you're going to put your API key in the quotation. So you can copy that. So, and then paste it into your env file. And then mine's going to be hidden, but you can put your API key just directly in there. Okay, so I've added in my API key into that env file. I've just switched into a different page so you don't see it. So that's all I need to do. I'm going to go back to my GitHub repo, and I'm actually just going to click deploy. But just to note, my changes haven't been pushed yet, so I'm going to click deploy and then I'm going to push them so it'll show up. So I'm going to just import instead of creating it, because if I see it right here, I click import and I know that's the right one. And then it's going to show me the preset I can use. I'm just going to keep it on Next.js, and I'm not going to really do anything else here except adding an environmental variable. So this is what I just did. I'm just copying it in here, so I'll also put my API key in here, and it needs to be named the same way. So you'll want to call the key next public Covalent API key, and then the value will be your key. So after I just added the key and then I clicked deploy, and this is what I can see now. It's building the site. Okay, so once it finishes deploying, you're going to get a big congratulations message, and it shows you what the site looks like. So I can just click continue to dashboard here. And now you can click visit site, and it'll take you to the actual template. So it's cool. This is what it looks like. I'm not going to change any of these settings, but you can change which chain it's on, and you can use any of the supported DEXs from Covalent. If you want to see a list of those, you can find them on our API reference. There's an endpoint for get list of supported DEXs for the endpoints that these use. But I'm going to keep it as Uniswap and then just click continue. And there we go. So I have an overview page where I can see the total liquidity and volume on Uniswap in the past 7 days or 30 days. I have a list of the top tokens, top pools, transactions, and I can go into each of these views. What I can also do is I can go to the settings tab up here, and I can customize this however I like, and it'll change the UI a little bit, so this is fun. But again, if you're gonna really play around and customize these templates, you would do that in your own editor like VS Code or something like that. And I'll just show you what it would look like if you were to make additional changes in VS Code and then you wanted to push them to Vercel. Basically, you'd go back to your terminal, and then just type git add and a period, and then you can commit whatever changes you made. I didn't really make any changes apart from the key, and I already added a key, so this doesn't matter for me. But you could do git commit -m and then type your changes in this message field for the name of your commit. So it would look like changes. I have nothing to commit, so it doesn't matter. And then I would type git push origin main, and that would push my changes. And then when I would go back to Vercel, it would show a new deployment down here. So you can manage all of the deployments of this template within Vercel. So you can work in your VS Code or whatever editor, make your changes, push them here, and you can always come back to this live site and play around. If you want to see me make a couple little changes in some of the other templates, you could check out the tutorial to see exactly how this is done. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty simple. So that's our finished template. So thanks for watching. I hope you have fun with our DEX dashboard template. You can play around and experiment with different exchanges on different chains, and of course customize the UI as much as you'd like. If you want more template content, check out our other videos. And that's it. Thanks for watching.